All right, time to get started with the day. I really shouldn't film and drive, but what the heck? I'm kind of in a mood this morning. Ain't nothing like getting a good night's rest and heading to work to make an honest living and attacking a new day. But anyway, today I'm gonna jump right into the topic that I was gonna talk about yesterday, even though I decided to pray last night. But today's video, I want to talk about a topic I've heard a lot in Christian community and just pastors in general, just a debate, people asking questions, and that is rap music the devil? And this is a topic I'll come back to several times because I have varying points on it. But in short, no, rap music is not the devil. And what I think pastors are trying to say is, well, first you have to look at the content of the music, because you can make a song about anything, love song, a song about Jesus, obviously. Rap is just a form, art form, so you can't say all rap music in itself is of the devil, like it's demonic and stuff like that. But I think what pastors are trying to say is the sin that's involved in it in mainstream music, whether it's rap or rock or whatever it is that they're talking about. So the content can be, devilish, I guess, if you're promoting, sex and violence and things of that nature. Those are all, elements of sin which can lead to destruction. So, rap gets a bad rap, so to speak, pun intended, that it's of the devil. And that's because historically, even back in the 80s, there's elements of like braggadocious and like high levels of excess and with money and fame and things like that. But that's like with rock and roll or anything. So if you talk about certain things that are viewed as sinful, the music is gonna get labeled that. And unfortunately, because a lot of the mainstream artists and the artists that are really heavily praised talk about so much stuff now with the drug culture and like pills and all this stuff, and that's not all the music, but there's a big portion of it. And even some of my favorite rappers, now that I've been a believer for a long time now, like really noticing what I'm listening to, they do say certain things about guns and things like that, things that I would say isn't positive, doesn't add to your life. You really have to weed through a lot of stuff excuse me, to get to the good stuff. But anyway, that's in short what I wanted to talk about this morning. I didn't mention anything about the Lord. So basically, I feel like you have to watch what you're taking into your ear gates and eye gates. Watch what you are spiritually letting affect you for the sake of entertainment, whether that's music, whether that's movies, because God wants our life to be as wholesome as it can be. And it's not necessarily saying that I do X, Y, and Z makes me wholesome, but our relationship with the Lord, our right standing with God, our acceptance of Christ comes with, in my opinion, certain things that you start to have a conviction about. So it's not necessarily I don't listen to secular music, I don't listen to this because I'm such a good Christian. It's because I start to have convictions about the things I'm hearing. Women being consistently called the B word, or if you don't gravitate towards that type of music, but just talking about money frivolously, to me that paints a picture about being a good stewardship. So you have to really read between the lines when you're listening to music in any form of entertainment, whether that's a Arnold Schwarzenegger movie and he's shooting up 40 people, that's death, and then you have to start to question, like, why am I marveling at these things? And that's something I need to work on, because I'm finding entertainment and gratification, and so to speak, in death. Even horror movies like Freddy Krueger. Like, I used to talk about that, and my grandma would say, why do you want to watch something so ugly? Why are we entertained by people getting chopped up? That's a whole nother story in and of itself. But that's all I want to touch on for right now. The question was, is rap music the devil? And I feel like God wants us to be as pure as possible, because what goes in us comes out of us in some shape or force, or format. So got to be careful in that area. And next I'll discuss, I don't know what I'm going to discuss next, but I will come back to this topic, and I'll talk about some of my hip-hop influences when I do come back to it, and talk about my ups and downs in terms of not listening to them, and then going back and forth, and the art form, and what kind of pulls me in. And we also, before I end this video, this is longer than usual, I want to say we have to remember that Satan was a musician, and when I found that out, that really rung a bell with me in terms of him getting all the angels praised to glorify God and stuff like that. So there is some, you could say, hypnotic element to the music, why it sticks, and if that's a agenda in and of itself. But anyway, peace and love. I wanted to start this video early, get one out early. I hope everybody has a blessed day. God bless. Peace and love always. We are the church.